Hey guys, thank y'all for joining. Y'all pardon me for not being on camera because I have on my lounge clothes and I don't really want to go on camera with lounge clothes. Okay. But thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining our live. This is not a long live. This is going to be a quick pop in. So I hope you guys are doing well. I see my top flights are in the building. Thank you guys for being here. I see you, Felicia. Thanks for being here. Be Wise is in the building. Thank you guys for joining. Let's jump on in. We don't have a 10-minute mark. Let's get into this Married to Medicine tea. Miss Angel, I did not know that Angel had all of these credits under her belt from Married to Medicine, you guys. She's been in quite a few music videos, so she is kind of she's put herself out there in the industry prior to being on Married to Medicine. This is tea to me. I didn't even know that. And I've seen all of these videos that that she's actually mentioned, and I didn't even know it was her. So let's get into Miss Angel, honey, from Married to Medicine. Said that she was that girl child, and every artist wanted her in their videos. So she takes a trip down memory lane and she talks about these videos that she was in, from Rick Ross to you name it. Let's get into it. Let's go. Shout out to Reality Rundown.
I remember being a young girl, and my daddy used to hate when I said it. I used to want to be a wildin' out girl. I used to want to be like a little video vixen. I just like the cute kind. I just want to be like the lead girl. So, like, what are some music videos that you were in that we can go back and watch? Because we love some music videos. We love supporting our folks. What videos were you in that you was like, yeah, that's me. I'm right there.
Diced Pineapples with Rick Ross, Wale, Drake. I did a Trophy with Kanye West and Future.
Come on.
I did a Kendrick Lamar and Robin Thicke. What's the name of that song? It was really dope. I didn't work with Justin Timberlake. I didn't work with them all. And it's amazing. It's a part of my history and I love it. It actually paid my way through college.
I know that's right. I remember being a young girl, and my daddy used to hate when I said it. I used to want to be a wildin' out girl. I used to want to be like a little video.
Y'all hear that? She's been in quite a few videos. She is a nurse. She's a registered nurse. And she's also on this season of Married to Medicine. Okay. So she is she's a single mom. She's looking for love and all of that. You guys know that's her storyline on the show. But Miss Angel, honey, was somebody before she came on the show. So shout out to Angel, okay? That schooled me because I had no idea. All right, let's get into, while we're still on Married to Medicine, let's get into Toya. Toya has some things to say about she and Eugene. Toya wants Eugene to be home. Eugene has to travel, I think he said like 2 or so hours away. Because y'all know he's an ER doctor, and he's been trying to explain to Toya what his job entails and why he's choosing to drive as far as he is versus taking a full-time job somewhere locally. Of course, they pay more money. They have a lot of bills. They just purchased another new home. So with all of that, Toya has very expensive taste. She wants the new cars and all of these things, the nice bags and all. So Eugene got to work extra hard. Not to say that Toya doesn't bring money into the house as well, because she does. But to have a lavish lifestyle, you got to work for it. So she is upset, and she's expressing how much she needs Eugene to be home because she feels like there is a void there. Let's get into it. Let's go. Shout out again to Reality Rundown.
One sneak clip where the two of you are speaking by the water and you're just talking about the schedule. And he said at one point, you can't have your cake and eat it too. And
you can't have your cake and eat it too.
Okay.
Well, I don't think right now, for the foreseeable future, I can leave the ER. Through all these little hospitals I keep going to, they want me to work there full time. There's a need for good ER doctors. There's not that many.
There's such a need for good Black husbands that are good fathers.
Which is why I took this job.
Most men would agree that being home and being at somebody's hotel is very different. Period.
Okay.
Well, let's be clear. When he said that, that was the manipulative side of Eugene. Let's be clear.
Because he was not
give you that what cake. Exactly I was saying. You know, he knows, right? I'm gonna get the cake.
Thank you. Yeah.
And I'm gonna bake the cake. And he gonna pay for the cake. Everything the fixings.
That's it.
The cake.
That's it.
It's not that. It is simply you wanted a woman. I'm needy. Okay.
You are who you are.
I am needy. I need attention, not from people I don't care about. I need it from my man. I need you to say I'm pretty. I need you to wake up in the morning and say good morning. I need to feel your little booty up against mine.
I know that's right. Yes.
I need you. My sons need you.
Yeah.
I've done all I can do. I got more in me, but I'm not a man.
Right.
And so I can't raise men. I can raise boys.
Yes.
But I can't raise men. And so we need you. And that's really what it is. That's what I was saying. And I was like, gosh, please don't fault me for finally saying the things y'all have been wanting me to say out loud and being vulnerable about what I need for years. They're like, oh, she doesn't deserve him. And it's like, girl, no. We deserve each other.
Yes, y'all do.
Absolutely.
Yes, y'all do. There's one sneak clip where the two of you are speaking by the water and you're just talking about the schedule. And he said at one point, you can't have your cake and eat it too.
So let's stop it there. I do think that Eugene does love Toya. Do I feel like him going away, driving 2 hours away to work is his peace, is his peace of mind? I do. With him being at home every night, Toya is a nagger. Toya nags the shit out of Eugene. I feel like that is Eugene's peace. He can go into his hotel room after work. He can close his eyes after speaking to his wife and kids. He can close his eyes and go to sleep. He ain't got to worry about Toya nagging him and just getting on his damn nerves. He does come home. I think she said at the end of the week, like on weekends, he does come home, but ultimately he is gone. But a part of understanding your husband's job is being able to move with the change, because with doctors, their shifts change and they work long hours. So that is something going into this marriage, I think that Toya had to know, with him being a doctor, with him being an ER doctor, especially, they're very busy. It's not like a regular 9 to 5 where you get off at 5 o'clock. No, you work long hours. If there's some type of an emergency, you got to be there. A lot of them are on call. So she has to understand what her husband's job entails. Yes, you kind of missing out on a certain part in terms of the you guys being able to cuddle. Excuse me, y'all. Being able to cuddle more and be around each other more. Yes, all of those things are great, but you have to understand that there is a little sacrifice with the type of job that he's taken. He's gone to school all of these years to be a great doctor. And I think he's trying to get his own practice from what I saw online, which that would be good. It may bring him home. But for now, you have to be supportive and not always nag him about this decision, because you keep wanting these new houses and all this new. And the money has to come from somewhere. Eugene is working his ass off in order to make sure that Toya has all the things that she wants and make sure that his sons are doing well as well on the financial side. So if it means that you got to pick up the slack a little bit over here because he's not there, then that's what you should do. Right? That's what you should do. So what do you guys think about that? Y'all let me know. Toya, it's not like you work a 9 to 5. The kids, sometimes they're out of school some days during the week, like a teacher's work day. Go and surprise him. Put the kids in the car and you guys drive the 2 hours and go surprise him there at work. Surprise him with lunch and be there with him, stay there with him in the hotel, or something like that, in order to be there with him and show him that you do support what he's doing if you miss him that much. There are things that you can do. I mean, I don't know, Toya. I don't know. But you knew your husband was trying to be a doctor when you met him. And now that he's doing that, you got to be supportive, sis. Let's get into, I like Toya, but she been fussing about Eugene working as an ER doctor since the damn show came on the air. And I'm just like, girl, it's not going to get no better. It's not going to get no better. What, you want me to be a part-time ER doctor? Then that means you got to cut back on your lifestyle. And I know you don't want to do that. But let's get into Kimmi Moore. Kimmi Moore is finally speaking out, child. Y'all know she is off the show. She's off Real Housewives of Atlanta from some decisions that she chose to make. She violated the code of conduct for Bravo, NBC Universal, and they decided to sit her down for a while. Y'all know how it goes. But according to Reality Rundown, Kimmi Moore is addressing the conversation surrounding her recent headlines. In a heartfelt statement, the former Miss USA reflected on the impact that she believes she's had on young Black girls around the world, writing that helping them see beauty possibility and power in themselves is something that she will carry with gratitude for the rest of her life. Moore also pushed back against what she called attempts to rewrite her story, saying that no single moment or mistake defines the entirety of who she is or the impact that she's made. She added that she remains committed to growing, evolving, and setting an example for her daughter and the young girls who look up to her. But Ken, you got to stop being such a fucking mean girl. Okay, all that sound good. Thank you for being Miss USA, but you are a mean girl. You are very calculating. You come for girls. You come for people that ain't even checking for you, like you did with Britt Edie. Like you just kept picking with that girl. And even after they got you off the show, you were still doing posts and videos, still subliminally saying things about that girl and directly. Like you are very intentional with being a mean girl and hurting other people. Why? Because I feel like you're hurt. I feel like you heard. I always said I felt like when she had her daughter, it would change her, but obviously not. So let's get into what she says. Years ago, I became a part of a moment in history that helped change how little girls, or Black girls rather, around the world saw themselves. Girls who once felt that they were not seen, not pretty, or not worthy began to see beauty, possibility, and power reflected back at them. Knowing that I helped shift that perception is something that I will carry with humility and gratitude for the rest of my life. Recently, there have been headlines and voices trying to rewrite my story, but the truth is simple. I am in control of my own destiny. No one moment, no one mistake can define the entirety of who I am or the impact I've had. My purpose is still unfolding. I am committed to evolving, to becoming a better person. When, girl? It's a great time to start. And to make better choices, not only for myself, but for those same little girls and their little girls who look up to me, and for my daughter who watches everything I do. To my fans who have stood beside me through it all, thank you for your unwavering support. This moment means more than words can express. I promise to continue striving to be someone worthy of that love today, tomorrow, and always. So this is some little poem chat that she wrote. Kenya's always saying she want to be a better person, but you still keep showing the same shit. I'm sorry, Kenya. I be wanting to give you the benefit of the doubt, but you're gonna have to make a whole lot of changes, sis. Okay. I saw where what's the name? Cynthia Bailey was saying she was really good friends with Kenya. She hasn't spoken to Kenya since 2024, since Kenya kind of got a little attitude with her and kind of snapped off on her over something. They haven't spoken since 2024, which is, I think, so damn crazy. Okay, because Kenya was acting like she was so jealous at one point that that Cynthia was friends with Nene and everybody else, but then when she started showing you attention, you start being mean to her. So I don't know, slamming doors in her face, rolling the window up in her face while she was talking and shit. I was just like, damn, Kenya. But anywho, let's move along, honey. Let's get into this clip. This is our last topic. I told you I was pop in, honey. That's exactly what we do, pop in, and we pop right on back out of here. So according to OMFG Reality TV, let's get into this clip that I pulled where, oh my goodness, this is so annoying. All right. Maurice talks to his brother, Micah and Marcel, about their wives, okay? And mostly about how he's talking to his brothers about Kimmi and how he should approach certain things that Kimmi is asking him for. I don't know. I really want Kimmi and Maurice to just go y'all separate ways at this point. I feel like they've grown apart. I feel like Maurice is just there because it's comfortable. I feel like Kimmi has made it comfortable for him to disrespect her. I think that Maurice will leave her before she leaves him, because I think Kimmi is at that point in her life where she feels like she's an older woman and her biological clock is broken by now. And she doesn't want to start over. So she just rather deal with the bullshit that she's dealing with Maurice. Any cheating that may occur, she's going to deal with that shit just for the sake of not having to start over in a relationship, even though she's unhappy. But let's get into this clip. Let's go.
I'm over at my younger brother Micah's house because he's about to take the bar, following my footsteps. But I also invited Marcel over because, you know what, I have a couple questions. I need his feedback.
You doing, dog? You studying? I haven't clued you in on this, but yeah, got with Reese and we decided that it's time to take the bar.
Next year?
I was going to wait till February next year, but the bar is next month.
It sounds amazing. I love all this enthusiasm, but why'd you call me over here?
I made a comment with Kimmi. We were having a conversation about construction of all things.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference between my desires and your desires for sex, right?
Mm-hmm. When those days happened, when it was more than once and this, that, and the other, they were in most of your investment properties. When you were working, when we were spending time, and I was watching you do the that I like to see. You were building, laying floors, laying carpet, putting up cabinets, all that stuff that I would come and get turned on watching you do that you simply don't want to do. So here I am trying to get turned on by myself. Ain't that something?
Yeah, he's like, that turned me on. Sweet and a half.
So Kimmi just admits that she, when she was trying to get Maurice's attention, she was doing things a little thoughts do, right? That's trying to pursue someone who was still in a marriage, because the rumor is that Maurice was still married to Kyle by way of paperwork. He was saying that they were separated, he had moved out, but I don't think things were finalized according to the rumor that's been floating around. So Kimmi was going to visit Maurice at all these places and was sleeping with him in these investment properties. I don't know if they was putting a little pallet on the floor, a little blow up mattress. I don't know. But she said, I was sleeping with you in these investment properties and being turned on by watching you nailing a wall up, putting up sheetrock. I don't know why I don't know how that's, turning you on, but that's a weird way of being turned on. But at the end of the day, I think she's trying to say to him that she was more attracted to the fact that he was busy and that he was doing things that men do versus sitting around and expecting her to do everything. I think Kimmi is getting washed out. She's getting burnt out. Doing all the work while Maurice sits around saying that he's this lawyer that nobody sees him try any type of case. I don't see you drive by the courthouse, go to the courthouse. We don't see you ever working on no case, but we do see you sitting back talking about how much you're not getting it every single day. But let's continue.
Hammer, the plumbing, and all that. I was like, okay, girl, I could dress up, right? But I'm not about to be going back and doing all that stuff. A lot of that stuff was out of necessity. Mm-hmm. I would have been hiring crews to do that if I had the means at the moment.
Why do you hate doing it so much?
No, it's not that I hate doing it. At the end of the day, does it matter if I'm the one that actually gets out there? No, it doesn't.
It shouldn't, though, Maurice.
It shouldn't.
No, it does, though.
Why, though? If I got the same thing done.
Women like to see men create.
Hey, can I give you maybe some insight on this? Women like a guy that has the answers and that can do things. Like, I can lead and I can do as well. There's nothing like being able to have a suit on and then be able to roll your sleeves up and take care of some stuff.
Real projects around the house.
But at the same time, still not get your suit messed up.
Marcel, listen, she's seen me do both. The thing is, at this point, I can get that done.
Reese, that's not attractive.
What do you think she's saying?
Listen, what I want to do
you think she really wants you to quit being an attorney and be freaking concerned?
I can tell you this. Yes. I actually think that would make her happier.
Why?
I don't know why.
I can tell you why.
Because it's sexier to her.
What are you basing that logic on?
I believe
sexiness? You think that the thing she's in this
more
for
sexiness? I think it's more attractive to her.
That's not what you should have been hearing. What she said is we were spending more time together.
Micah, no.
She did say that. She did say that.
That's what she
did say that.
That's 100% what she said.
Bro,
let me just tell you something.
And I want to see you doing that.
I fuck with that.
She wants to see Maurice bring in a 4x8 sheet of drywall and put it up.
That's exactly what she wants. She does not want that. I'm trying to tell you.
She wants exactly that. She wants to see Maurice sweaty, a little dirty, doing some work. Hammer, drill, hold this. Let me put this in. Let me find. She wants to see Reese find the stud. And I tell you one thing, what would be dope?
What?
If I was you, I'd stage the whole thing. I'd have a suit on. I'd have my roll of sleeves up a little bit. Grab them 2x4s, bring them into the crib. You be up on a ladder. Be like, baby, I can do both. Get you somebody that can do both, bro.
That was lame.
This man went to the level of detail of that. You don't have to do that, Reese. You talk to her every day. You know her best, bro. That at the end of the day, you know her best.
But guys, this is the question. It's what does she want more? Because I think she wants both. This is the thing. I'm going to try both. Mm-hmm. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to record our conversation at the end of the day, and I'm going to play it back for you, and then we'll decide on who was right.
The conversation won't do it. You know what would do it?
What?
Let's see if you get a BJ at the end.
All these bastards think about is some damn head at the end. Like, really? Talking about get a BJ in the end. That's the problem now. Because see, y'all remember they talked about being teenage boys fighting over nudie magazines in the house. I don't know why these guys are over SE-sexualized. Did something happen to them in their childhood to where they are just so over SE-sexualized? All of them are that way. All of them are that way. Maurice is that way. That brother sitting right here is just shaped like the mama with them damn hips and titties. And so is Marceau. All of them are that way. It's so crazy. More so Maurice. Maurice got it bad. This is sad. Right. Squash DMV says it, record the wife. You're gonna record Kimmi without her knowing you're recording her just to play it back like this is some type of game. You having a serious conversation with your wife and you're gonna play it back to your brothers so y'all can see who won in terms of their conversation or their interpretation of what Kimmi really wanted. That's so stupid. Like, how old are they? Y'all in y'all 40s acting like y'all 20 something or younger than that. Kimmi, I don't know how they do it. What do y'all think?
I'm not really sure if I know how women think, especially my wife. But you know what? Asking these guys, I don't think I'm going to get there.
And how long you and Kimmi been together? Since before Love and Marriage Huntsville was on. So you guys, so you still don't know how Kimmi thinks. You still don't know her and what she likes and how to please her. I feel like you're in this more so, Maurice, for pleasure for yourself. I feel like you're more so worried about yourself being pleased versus trying to please your wife, which that's also your job, is to learn her. And there's things that she shouldn't even have to tell you that you should automatically know. That's one of the things about being spontaneous. How you gonna be spontaneous with a person that you don't know? That's crazy. Well, y'all sound off. I ain't got no more. They are so. These boys are so immature and too over sexualized. Again, I don't know how Tisha and none of them continue to deal with the bullshit. But let's get out of here, guys. I will see you guys later. Thank you all for being here. Yeah, it's discussing behind the back, child. That's immature. But thank y'all for being here. I will see you guys tomorrow for car. Oh, I have one more. What I'm talking about? Damn, y'all see I'm ready to go. Let's get into this last topic. I meant to do it for my last video, but I forgot. I'm about to forget it now. I know that upon Phaedra and Apollo getting divorced, you guys, Phaedra did a recent interview and she shares, she reveals something that many people did not know about her divorce from Apollo. Okay. She shared that during their split that she actually ended up having to pay Apollo alimony, you guys, something that she never publicly spoke on before. Phaedra also went on to say that she doesn't even know what Apollo did with the money that she was paying him every month, especially since he still tries to get back with her on a very regular basis. I saw in another interview, she was saying that Apollo is still actively trying to get back with her and using the boys as a reason or as a means to do so, saying that they're family. She misses him. But I told y'all that whenever he comes over to Phaedra's house to pick the boys up, Phaedra don't even let him in the house. She make him stand on the front step because she don't want that energy in her home. But continuing on, she says she doesn't know what he did with the money, especially since he still tries to get back with her from time to time, but she made it very clear that she has no interest in revisiting that chapter. Now, she explained that during their marriage that she presented Apollo with multiple legitimate business ideas and opportunities to make money right away. She says, but instead he chose to get involved in illegal activity that could have destroyed her good name and reputation. Phaedra went on to say that now she sees that she seems focused on protecting her peace and everything that she's worked hard to build. I see that. But you knew that Apollo was a whole criminal when you got with him, though, Phaedra. I feel like you wanted a fine man on your arm and somebody that was going to give you some nice looking kids, and that's exactly what he gave you. But then look at the flip side of what you had to deal with in the meantime. I never knew she paid him any alimony, so that's news to me. What do y'all think about that? It sounds like she had to pay him a good little bit too, and he was able to take that money and flip it and move on with his side piece, and they wound up buying a house and moving on and doing real good. He's driving a real nice Jeep, I saw too. So maybe he did hold on to some of that money, or maybe it's from some fraudulent activity that he may be involved in. Not sure, but he was able to restart his life after he and Phaedra got divorced, and Phaedra had to pay out that good old alimony, child. I don't know, but y'all let me know what y'all think about that. That was from from Braxton Family Values fan page from a recent interview that Phaedra did. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Shout out to the Top Flight Mods, Rose Armstead, True TV Podcast, and Tiffany Thomas. Thank you for modding. Thank you to all the content creators. Thank you to all of my caramellians in the chat as well as in the bushes. Thank you guys for joining. I will see you guys later until the next video. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel. Also check out Rail's World, which is our other channel. Check out all of our parody videos as well. Until the next one, bye.